Toyota just revealed the new 2024 Toyota Grand Highlander, and everyone is shocked. And you would be too, once you really see the performance, amazing capabilities, and a design that just makes sense. Everything on this SUV is downright impressive. But don't take my word for it, just watch. Performance. This beast of a midsize SUV is here to shake up the game with its killer combo of power and efficiency. When you dive under the hood, you'll find a heart-pumping turbocharged 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine cranking out a whopping 265 horsepower and a jaw-dropping 310 pound-feet of torque. And it's paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. Plus, you've got the choice between front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive, so you can tailor your ride to handle any road like a pro. When you hit the pavement, you'll feel the sheer exhilaration of driving the Grand Highlander. The turbocharged engine means you've got power to spare, whether you're hauling a full load of passengers or gear. And let's talk about that low-end torque. It's like having a secret weapon for zipping through city streets or seamlessly merging onto the highway. But don't worry, all that power doesn't sacrifice comfort. The Grand Highlander nails the perfect balance of smooth handling and nimble agility, so you can conquer any road with ease, whether you're carpooling the crew or embarking on an epic road trip. Now let's talk towing, because the Grand Highlander doesn't mess around. With a mind-blowing 5,000 pounds of towing capacity, it's ready to haul whatever adventure gear you throw its way. Whether it's trailers, boats, or campers, this SUV can handle it all. It's the SUV that's as comfortable on the daily grind as it is on those weekend escapes. It screams family fun without sacrificing style and comfort. Plus, with an optional all-wheel drive, the Grand Highlander gives you that extra power and grip when tackling tricky terrain. On top of all of that, it has an increased ground clearance and solid axle rear suspension. It's the secret sauce that amps up towing and off-road prowess, making it a champ for those spontaneous nature getaways. If you ask me, this is one of the best SUVs out on the market, but just like anything, this thing also has a drawback, and what makes the difference is how Toyota solved them. Let me explain. Drawbacks. This is a relatively large SUV that makes a lot of people worried about guzzling gas. But there is something we haven't told you about it just yet. You see, this SUV doesn't just give you options, it practically spoils you for choice when it comes to engines. Remember the base model engine we talked about earlier? Well, hold on to your hats because there's more. You've got the 2.5-liter four-cylinder hybrid powertrain stepping into the ring as option number 2. Packing a punch with 245 horsepower, this bad boy rocks a CVT and can roll out with either front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. Talk about versatility! Plus, it's a real fuel sipper, boasting a jaw-dropping 37 miles per gallon in the city and a smooth 34 miles per gallon on those open highways. But wait, there's more. A second hybrid, but this one is focused on raw power, leaving efficiency in the dust. It's a 2.4-liter Turbo 4 teamed up with an electric motor, churning out a whopping 362 horsepower and a mind-blowing 400 pound-feet of torque. The Hybrid Max setup takes it up a notch with a 6-speed automatic gearbox, delivering power to all wheels like a boss. With a combined MPG of 27, this beast tears through the city streets at 26 miles per gallon and effortlessly cruises the highways at 27 miles per gallon. It's not just a ride, it's a thrill-seeking adventure waiting to happen. This gives you the option to go all out on power or efficiency. The choice is yours. And let me tell you the crazy thing, this beast of a car is not just about raw power. The Grand Highlander comes armed with some nifty modes to fine-tune your driving experience. First up, we've got the Eco mode. Think of it as your trusty sidekick, always looking out for your wallet by squeezing every last drop of fuel efficiency out of your ride. Then there's the EV mode. Yeah, you heard it right. This baby lets you cruise around town using only electric power. It's like driving in stealth mode. But there's more. The designers didn't stop at just tweaking the powertrain. They've gone all out, revamping the vehicle's design to slice through the air like a hot knife through butter. Lightweight materials? Check. Aerodynamic shape? Double check. This thing is practically built for efficiency, making sure every drop of fuel counts. So there you have it. Even if you choose the powerful engine, you can still save on fuel. And if you go for the more efficient one, then you get even more efficiency, and to be honest, a decent level of power and energy. This just makes sense. You wouldn't want to be shelling out for gas every day. But that's not all. Toyota didn't just stop at the heart of this thing. The design of this SUV is just phenomenal. But that is something that could be subjective, and you should be the one to judge if it's good or bad. I'll just talk about the details, so you watch carefully. Design. The Grand Highlander is about to take your ride to the next level with its spacious interior. Picture this, you've got 3 rows of seats, so you can fit up to 8 of your buddies without feeling like sardines in a can. And let's talk comfort. Those seats? They're decked out in ultra suede and leather trim, giving you that plush, luxurious vibe. Now let's zoom in on the dashboard, where the magic happens. Right smack dab in the center is the impressive 12.3-inch Toyota audio multimedia system. It's like having your own personal entertainment hub on wheels, with all the connectivity options you could dream of. Plus, with the 3-zone automatic climate control, everyone gets to ride in their own perfect temperature bubble. No more arguing over the AC. But wait, there's more. We're talking ambient lighting here, folks. It's like driving around in your own personal VIP lounge, setting the mood just right for every journey. And when it comes to storage, the Grand Highlander doesn't mess around. From the QI wireless smartphone charging pad to a whopping 13 cup and bottle holders, this baby's got space for all your essentials and then some. It's the perfect blend of practicality and style. It's got everything you need to make every drive feel like a first-class experience. And we're not even finished. There is a power tilt/slide panoramic roof that transforms your cabin into a celestial sanctuary, flooding it with natural life and offering breathtaking views of the world outside. Now, let's talk about style. The Grand Highlander's rear design isn't just about looks, although it does have a sleek and sporty vibe thanks to the subtle spoiler. It's also home to a nifty little safety feature, the LED center stoplight. This brake light not only adds to the vehicle's aesthetics, but also ensures that trailing vehicles know exactly when you hit the brakes, keeping everyone on the road safer. It is clear to see that this thing is a perfect blend of practicality and elegance, designed for those who demand both style and substance from their ride. So the only question left is how it will stack up against the competition. Well, let's talk about it. Price and competition. Now let's talk numbers. You might expect a ride with all the bells and whistles to break the bank, right? Wrong! The Grand Highlander starts at just $43,070, making it the steal of the century. You're getting top-notch features and performance without emptying your wallet. It's not just a car, it's a smart investment in your driving pleasure. So why settle for anything less? The Grand Highlander has been and still is one of the best, even when you compare it against some of its popular rivals. Need space? You got it. Need power? No worries. Choose between 3 amazing powertrain options that can tow, haul, and go anywhere. Tell me which SUV is doing this at this price tag. And of course, all this price depends on the trim you choose. We've already talked about the starting price, but the front-wheel drive hybrid starts at $46,065. Next, we climb to the Grand Highlander Limited. The gas-only front-wheel drive model is $49,255. For the Limited Hybrid, which is all-wheel drive only, it's $52,455. And if you ask me, this is totally worth it. Plus, it's Toyota we're talking about here, and we know how reliable and durable cars they make. So, when you factor in resale value, this is a no-brainer. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.